Alright, so the Ed Monster is gonna jump the relay to check the AC, but me and him are sitting here talking and looking at this thing. And you never know with these salvages. It's always like a mystery, which is kind of honestly what we like about our job. Part of the... Here's some clicking over here, Ed, but Ed's about to burn it down. But anyway, that gasket right there, that looks newer, okay? So somebody could have done an exhaust gasket, okay? And that's, like I said, that's the cool thing about these, is that you kind of, it's like decoding stuff. It definitely has new upper and lower radiator hoses, and the radiator is new. So the radiator is not older plastic. This definitely looks like a new radiator, a newer radiator. Now, another thing we've seen that we're not for sure on is that I know that that's new. The ignition coil appears to be new, or I'm pretty freaking sure it's new. Of course, the oil change is up to date. And then down there on the block, it says remanufactured by non-OE maybe, and then their numbers. And then up here on the head, it's got the same numbers, the same stickers. And the block almost looks like it's painted black. Okay, you see right there how it looks like it's painted black? So y'all comment below if you know anything about that. If that was an OEM motor and everything, it would not say remanufactured by on the side of it, correct? And then whenever you look under the vehicle, oh man, don't want to get dirty this morning. I'll have to show you another time. But the transmission mount, I noticed last night, I want to look more in depth in it. Transmission mount looks really new, and the transmission is clean. The whole pan's clean, everything's clean. It's not like it's all covered in, you know, grime. Now this vehicle has 300,000 miles on the dash. So
did you see somebody rewired all this? Like to the starter and everything? That's not factory.
No, so Ed just noticed that somebody rewired.
If you look, it goes all through there. That's...
Yeah, so somebody has rewired all the starter wires, all the ignition wires, which that would be, they would upgrade that if they were doing a sound system. Yeah. And then we have another sticker right here I just seen that says date 01, May of 01, Corporation. I don't, that's probably, that might be factory, I'm not sure. Kind of doesn't appear to be. Maybe somebody can comment below that knows a little more about Jeep, but they definitely have rewired. You see the newer wire loom and then the newer wires that go down to the starter and all of that. So it's definitely probably because of the stereo system, but who knows? Maybe when it was out, they just went ahead and upgraded all the wires. So it's kind of a mystery. That's a cool thing with these. So we might have a newer motor and newer transmission, if not completely new. They might be used, so the drivetrain on this thing might not have 300,000 on it at all. Somebody might have completely swapped it out, which is crazy that they would then let it go and get totaled out when they could have probably bought it back for next to nothing and fixed it. All right, let's keep at it. So for our seats, what we do is we pull them out of the vehicle. And me and Eddie actually felt like this thing was pretty freaking clean for its age, but the wife did not agree, and she said the thing was absolutely disgusting. So we're gonna clean it anyway, because I don't want to be sitting in 300,000 miles of somebody else's sweat and grime for long periods of time. But this is how we do it. So I figured I'd take this opportunity on this little project, you know, to show y'all some of our tips and tricks. We put it in a regular sprayer. Now the product that we use is Purple Power. We've went over this in the past, but I know some of y'all are new to the channel. This is soap and water in here, but that is the product that we use. We get it from Advanced Auto Parts. So we'll go through, pull all of our seats out, okay, even though they really honestly are in good shape. I don't even see how these seats have 300,000 miles on them. Headliner looks like 300,000 miles, seat don't. We'll go ahead and vacuum while all this is out. If you wanted to take a step farther, you could take your carpet out, but you're going to take your center console and all that stuff out. And we're going to get, you know, steering wheels. We're going to detail all that stuff at the house. But here at the shop, we're going to go ahead and take care of this because I'm set up to do this at the shop super easy. And instead of dragging the Purple Power home, the sprayer, the freaking pressure washer, doing it in my driveway, I'm going to take 30 minutes this morning and knock these seats out. So all you need to do is soak them down, really good with Purple Power, and then straight up pressure wash them and let them dry, and you're going to be amazed at the stuff that comes out of these things, or out of your seats. Alright, I don't think y'all want to sit here and watch me power wash these whole seats, but you can already see how nasty that water is as we're doing it. I'm gonna knock all of these out and then we'll get back with y'all. Alright, and on my doors, what I like to do, which I think we went over this in the Duramax video, but in case you're new, look how nasty this is. So you can just see all the dirt and all the crap built up in there, which that seal needs to be put back on. But just all the grime and everything. So I like to come in here, soak everything down with Purple Power also. Pressure wash the door panels, pressure wash the door jambs, pressure wash the carpets on the doors, everything. And this ensures that I get everything out of all of the nooks and crannies. We do this on most all of our flip cars. We sell quite a few a year, and we really don't have no issues. Every now and then, the only issues that we do have is window switches. So sometimes soaking your window switches down with water will mess them up, and you'll have to go to the local junkyard and grab a window switch, but that's not even that common. It might be like 1 out of 20 cars. So let's wash this off. Left with is a pretty freaking clean door. All of your grime is blasted to Mars, and it's clean door jambs. You have no dirt. You have nice clean door jambs up inside here. All back in here is nice and clean when you open the door, and she looks like a new vehicle. Well, a 20-year-old new vehicle. So that's how we do our used cars. It's another step of how we clean them and make them look so good, and when people come to look at them they're always impressed. They're like, wow, these things were really taken care of. Super clean. Yeah, and we clean them fast. And we do this on a lot of our flip cars. We actually take the whole center console out. Normally it's not that much to pull out. Put it outside, Purple Power, pressure wash it. That gets all the nooks and crannies out of it, you know, and then while this is out, get all of your gear selector cleaned up and clean all this stuff up. About to throw it back in. And then our seats have been drying, so we're about to throw our seats back in. And we do the same thing with Purple Power with all of our little interior pieces and the pressure washer. And if you do this, by the time you put your center console back together, you're gonna have a super clean center console without all that grime around all the edges that are really hard to get out. This is how crackheads vacuum their stuff out. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get a nice vacuum line.
Well, Ed said be smart, work smart, not harder. Man, look at that thing though. That thing clean right up. All right, what's up, y'all? This afternoon, we're gonna take this ugly faded plastic and we're gonna turn it into like new plastic, like this. Here's how. Now, I've already done this back bumper. This back bumper is rough. The vehicle was in a wreck back there.
I've already done all of this. That's the shadow of the tree. This is what the other side looks like. Probably what yours looks like. Faded, wore out, and tired. Let's change it. All you need is a propane torch and some time. Let's go. And just like that, take your time. Don't melt it. Practice in a spot that doesn't matter. And just run your torch over it. Be careful around your paint. Your paint can tolerate some heat. Just don't hold it there for too long. Just keep it moving.